Hey guys, on today's show we're going to show you how to wire up your new power harness for your Kenwood multimedia head unit, so stay tuned. So depending on what type of Kenwood multimedia radio you have, there's two different plugs that are available. So if you have the unit that has the pigtail light green wire on the back, or the newer app radio style that do Android Auto and CarPlay, the light green wire is going to be in the harness. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the difference between the two and the similarities and how you're going to need to hook them up. So let's take this one first. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a ring terminal like this. You're going to cut off this connector here, strip it back, put the ring terminal on, go ahead and crimp it on, and then go ahead and remove one of these screws here. Screw it back in. And now you've bypassed the radio, so you're good to go on this one. Now also on the back of this is going to be your reverse wire. So if you're going to hook up a backup camera, you're going to need to hook up this purple-white wire to the reverse wire output or the reverse lights of the car. Now on the other harness, it's going to be built in to the harness itself. Now, for me, the easiest way to deal with this wire is to just cut it, strip some of it back, figure out where it needs to go on to this wire, strip some of that back, twist it on, and then hit it with a little bit of solder. And then a little bit of shrink wrap. So now the unit is in the bypass mode. This of course still has to go out to the reverse lights. So let's take a look at these two harnesses. One is a lot bigger than the other, but the wire coloring is pretty much all the same. So we'll take it color for color. You have yellow. So you have yellows, which is going to be the constant 12 volts battery or memory. Then you have your orange-white. This is going to be your Illumination input. This will dim the radio when it sees a positive 12 volts. Next, you're going to have a brown wire on the smaller plug. This is a mute input. Unfortunately, the bigger one does not have this. This would be used for OnStar if your car has it and you're going to retain the OnStar. Otherwise, you won't be using it anyways. Then you have your blue with a yellow stripe. Blue with the yellow stripe is going to be your steering wheel input. And then of course this one has the light green brake wire, which we'll get back to. The purple white, which there again are on the back of the other unit. And then you have your purples. You have a purple and a purple black. And you have a purple black on this one. Now what you want to think of is the quadrants of the car. The driver's seat is 1, the passenger front seat is 2, the driver's rear seat is 3, and the passenger rear seat is 4. So this would be 4. Then you have your greens. There again, the solid color is positive and the stripe color is negative. So you have greens, you have greens. This would be 3. Let's go ahead and just flip it over. You have the whites, those are 1, driver. And then you have the grays, which are 2, or passenger. Next, you're going to have a solid blue wire. The solid blue wire is the power antenna wire. So if you have a harness that has a solid blue wire power antenna output, which isn't necessarily for a motorized antenna. A lot of the new cars just have amplified antennas that need, because they're now either mounted in the glass or mounted in the shark fin. So a lot of them have amplifiers that turn on to better the FM reception. So that's the solid blue wire. Then you have the blue with a white stripe. The blue with the white stripe is also called the amp turn-on wire or the amp turn-on lead. This was going to turn on either the factory amplifiers if it has them, or the aftermarket amplifiers if you're adding them. After that you have red. The red wire is the ignition wire, the accessory wire, or the key wire, depending on what you want to call it. It's all the same thing. Basically, when the car turns on, this gets 12 volts and tells the radio to turn on. And of course you have black. Black is going to be ground. Call it what you will, it's ground. So those are the colors and what they mean. Alright guys, there you go. Those are the two multimedia plugs that Kenwood makes. That's how you wire them up. That's what all those colors mean. So if you didn't know, now you know. Alright guys, as usual, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Otherwise, you guys can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. Thank you, have a great night, and we'll see you later next time. Bye.